Hello, welcome to the University of Law. In today's video, it's the long-awaited review of Doctor Who special edition of Once and Future Coda, the final act. I've unwrapped it when I got it, but I've not unboxed it properly. So here it is in its shiny glory. I love the photographs of the young War Doctor. And here we are. The Fugitive Doctor has arrived. Their era has begun here at Big Finish. And on the back we've got the blurb, the number, and let's just see if I can get it open. I can. Oh, just prizing it open slightly. It's quite a tight cover. There we have it. Okay, so we've got the disc. And we have got an advert for, at that point, the previous War Doctor box set. And then what's great about these sets are the posters. So we've got writer's notes, cast list. This was one of those releases where I looked at who was going to be in it. And I did kind of think, how on earth are we going to get a good story? It kind of just felt like they just mished a load of stuff together. Benny Summerfield, Vienna, the Vord, the Fugitive Doctor. It kind of felt like an awful lot, Elizabeth I, felt like an awful lot to cram in to a final act. And it has happened a few times actually with the Once Future Doctor. I kind of looked at and that's when I thought, this is a little bit of a pick and mix. How's this all going to blend together? And this was one of my favourite ones actually. And also the fact that it's called Coda is also relevant to the story. I'm trying to be as spoiler free as possible. I thought these two doctors worked really well. I can't quite remember how they managed they did manage the mind wipe thing quite well. I always feel they do. I always feel that it's done quite well. And I know some people don't like the mind wipe stuff, but I do feel if it's the only way you can get these favourites to be together, then I'd rather that than, you know, a sidestep non-canon story or just not do it at all. I'd rather have the mind wipe in there and have it part of the narrative. But there was some great stuff with, obviously, Benny Summerfield not being familiar with either of these two styles of Doctor. That was really interesting. And it all came together really well. And the use of the Elizabethans, it very much felt like, and I guess it makes sense because he is a Stephen Moffat creation, but it felt like a Stephen Moffat story, which again makes sense for the War Doctor. It felt like the kind of thing you'd have seen in Series 6, with lots of random stuff coming together and perhaps coming out of context, like Spitfires in space and that kind of thing. So it did kind of have that Stephen Moffat feel to it. But yeah, I did enjoy Once and Future. And it was nice getting this extra piece a year later. Would have been nice to have had them all come together, or obviously it would have been great if we'd had like Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi return for it. But obviously they're both very busy in-demand actors, and I think Big Finish have done a wonderful job utilising all the amazing actors and writers and directors that they have to create these wonderful stories. So happy birthday, Doctor Who, again, and here's to another 61 years.